This is my dad and me in the 90s, and this is his 2024 poetry collection, of which I'm illustrating this poem. Today we are working with a photo blue pen, a foam eraser, a ruler, and some tunes on the radio, Bay Area Radio Forever. This is the stanza that I am illustrating today. I was going to illustrate a longer version of it, but we decided we're going to do a shorter one, so here I am writing out the text, and then I get really frustrated because it isn't aligned like I want to. I'll have to fix it in digital later, bleh. But finishing the text and moving on to the actual illustration, I have to think about this for a second and go to references because the house's old countertops are being dragged away in this illustration, and I wasn't sure what old countertops even looked like, so I looked up 1950s countertops, and we found these Formica countertops, and they're being replaced by these marble countertops, which I know from my own experience are very hard to keep clean. We are again inking with the Fudenoski Tombow pen, starting with the serif text. When I penciled it, the glyphs were a little bit too close together, so as I'm inking it, I'm sort of inking them a little bit wider, so the alignment is a little wonky, but again, I'm going to scan this and we'll fix it later. Moving over to the characters, I immediately smudged some ink here, which is extremely frustrating, especially since, I don't know, I don't think of ink smudging that much on this paper because this paper is very thick and it absorbs ink very, very quick, but it did smudge. Oh well, I keep inking, and we have our poor Formica countertops being pulled away by these beheaded bootlickers over here. Now we are going to the spot inking, doing it with India ink and faux sable brush. I'm also using this opportunity while I'm spot inking to fix the light source on these Oakleys because the light source on the hat does not match the light source on the Oakleys. You know, your girl messed up a ton already, so we are busting out the Nicker White gouache in order to fix some of those little inking mistakes that I made. And we do learn from our mistakes because this time I am shifting my drafting table down before I begin doing the watercoloring. I'm setting up my desk again, and we're good. Let's watercolor. As always, I'm using the Sennelier set of aquarelles, and this time I'm using my water brushes because I was trying to use traditional brushes before with a little bit of water on the side, but I'm just so used to using water brushes because I'm used to more plain air painting, and you know what? Just stick with what you know. Once again, I'm trying to use yellow on this composition, and I'm painting in this Formica countertop, looking at a reference for how the pattern looks. It came out okay, I don't know. As I've said before, coloring is not my strength, so you can see I'm trying to dab away a lot of the color, and then I try this red thing, and oh man, that red thing does not work out. It looks really bad. So I come back in with the Nicker gouache here, and I'm trying to fix all my mistakes. I just keep spreading out the gouache. I don't want this red part either. Anyway, this is how it ended up. I think it looks cute, I guess. They can't all be 5-star illustrations. And we are done with this verse. And if you want to check out my digital professional work, go pre-order my book.